Welcome to your franchise staff. Here staff point when you have to see what some talent trees make you select a path to follow. Coming up, it's an AFC clash. It's 6 wins in their last 7 against the Bills. But things have changed since their 2020 wild card win over Buffalo. It's week 4, and it's next.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake pit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, their quarterback from the University of Nevada, it's Colin Kaepernick.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today is determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Kaepernick going to throw. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
We play to win.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. To throw, Kaepernick. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. They'll run for it. It's Mack, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So here come the Bills for their first go on offense, led by their Pro Bowl quarterback. Now in his 4th season, it's Josh Allen.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They'll run on 1st down. Hall, a strong running. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple and that's it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Allen off the play fake. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Cook. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Eluding the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Kaepernick now on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a set. As they've got it facing a second and long situation. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Wide open, Gronkowski.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run here with Mack, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field.
Touchdown, Texans! Rob Gronkowski, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are... First onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv act, they're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit. That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Throwing is Allen on third. Escaping the pressure right. First down and more for Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on third down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He's going to float this one deep right side. It got his man complete. Touchdown. Keelan Cole, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Takes it at the 7. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not great starting field position as well.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big gain there for the Bills.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Man open, here is Crowder. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it's the Titans with the lead in the second quarter of play. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Daniel Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And there were a few factors as to why they've been amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on second down. A give to Cook out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. To throw, it's Allen. And he's brought down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Forced out to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 2. Now Allen going to give it to... He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 3rd down, it's Hall, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And it's caught. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, they run with Burkhead. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Back now in Buffalo. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. Flashes another juke. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big gain there for the Bills. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. On 2nd and 9, Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And boy, CD, it's one thing.